Um, right now, or I was born in U City. Now I live here in Sacramento.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just in school doing YouTube because I hate school. I'm trying to make something out of YouTube.
Okay.
Um, yeah,
So, I mean, okay, I hate school. I hear that a lot, right? I'm a teacher, so I hear that every day probably from somebody. So, what part of school you talking about? You talking about obviously college? Are you talking about that part? You don't like college or?
I feel like it's just like the system of it. I don't want to say it's a scam because obviously, people are really interested in their education. I'm not hate like have any hatred towards education. I feel like everybody should receive their education. This is something that actually my uncle taught me. Like he has a huge business out in Oregon, and he only went to college for one semester and dropped out, and now he's doing super successful. I'm like, man, I want to do something like that. Like I hate
Right.
college. Like I want to have my own business, but he's like, no, man, like you should stay in college. Like everybody should go to college because if you don't have your like plan fully mapped out,
Right.
you can't just like drop out without having a plan at all. So yeah.
Okay. No, and I kind of agree with that because I mean I was in that boat too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you get to a point where you're like, okay, you start like measuring yourself with other people. Like you said, you have your uncle. I have uncle as well who's he's passed away, but he's a very successful business owner who had like 7, 8 different restaurants and different businesses, right? Not just restaurants. And so you look at that, you're like, okay, he didn't go to college, right? And so I can kind of see where you're looking at. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you need to go to school if that's not what you want to do, but I think I think you probably it's already clicked in your head. In other people, it takes a long time for that to click. So I think that's good though, right? You have that idea, like, you know what? There's more out there than just like going to school and then getting this degree. But your uncle he's probably right by telling you, have a plan first, right? You got to have a plan. You can't just go from I don't like school, I'm gonna be a billionaire. It doesn't work like that, right? You need to have a plan.
For me personally, like it's not okay. Like I say, I hate school, but it's only because like I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. It's so hard to like decide like what major do I really want to do. Like I chose business finance just because I felt like that was right. Like I know I want to do something in business, but at the same time it's like for me personally I really love basketball. Like I feel like I'm capable enough to train every day and help other people train. Like I could become a trainer for myself and start YouTube like a YouTube channel for that.
Okay.
But like that may not work out. So you always have to have that backup plan, and that's why I'm staying in school.
So you're still going right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna drop out or anything like that. Like I have to be focused on my education. Without education, I can't really, you know, further myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So right now, obviously, you're already questioning it, which is okay, like I said. But and then you okay? So